Okay, so I'm gonna use my Modern Renaissance Palette, and it's backwards because I have it open. There you go. And I'm gonna use Tempera for whitening out my lid. I started doing this since I started watching Jeffree Star, and I noticed that everything starts blending very well because I use a primer because my lids are very oily. And ever since I started doing this, I was like, holy shit, it actually keeps my shadows in place all day long. This is my first time using this palette too. I just got it. Well, I got it when it launched, but I finally got it in the mail. And it wasn't here to put in my birthday haul. This was one of my birthday presents to myself. And I'm using a MAC 252, the same brush that Jeffree Star uses, to whiten from the top of the brow to the lash line. Okay, next thing's next. I'm gonna use my E27.
You have a new text message.
And I'm gonna apologize now, but these are discontinuing. So if you go on the Morphe website and you don't see this brush anymore, I'm sorry, but they are coming out with the new Elite line, which I believe is pretty much the same brushes, but the tip, instead of being white, it's like the orange, this color. So this is the new one, the E1, and I got this from my Live Glam, so just so you know. Okay, then I'm gonna get burnt orange.
Do you remember my neck size again? 16.5?
Yeah. No. I always use burnt orange from Anastasia for transition if I use Anastasia shadows. I don't have a lot of her shadows. I have a lot of her palettes. I should invest in some shadows. I think I have like 10. I should get more. Okay. Now that I've transitioned my lead, I'm going to get now my E17 brush and go in with Red Orchid. Okay. Just go in the corner of the V and darken up the V, and then go in the transition crease and go in the inner corner. So V, lid, inner corner. Okay, then I'm gonna get Cypress Ombre to darken the outer V, the places where I put a Red Orchid. Now be careful because this is very pigmented. I'm gonna go back into Red Orchid to buff that out. Next, I'm going to get my MAC 242 brush and get my, where is it? My MAC 6 Plus and spray it. I'm going to go in with Primavera. Put that in the middle of my lens. Isn't that pretty? Okay. The rest is going to be a talk over, voiceover. So, I gotta hurry up. Information's like soon. Okay, now I'm going to do my wing with the Tarte double end liner. I'm using the marker end to do the wing. I was doing this small tight line because I was going to put falsies, but because I was running late to my son's graduation, I decided just to leave it as a wing and just wear the regular mascara at the end. You'll see. Next, I'm going to prime my face with Becca's Backlight Priming Filter to give me that stunning, beautiful glow within. The next, I'm going to use Clinique, and my shade is 18 Sand. This is the Perfecting Foundation Concealer. This gives me like a really good coverage, especially since I wasn't using a beauty blender, I was using my Artis. It really does the job.
You have a new text message.
So I got my Artis Oval 7 brush to buff in the foundation. This is one of my favorite foundation brushes if I have to use a brush besides the Morphe M439. But if you want to do light coverage or good coverage with little amount of usage, use that one. Next, I'm going to go with the ColourPop Brow Gel Pencil in Jet Black. And I'm just going into filling in the sparse areas. And then I go in with the spoolie at the end to brush them through. And then I get my L'Oreal gel setting for my brows. Then next I'm going to get my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer. Then I get my Oval 6 MAC Masterclass brush to buff in my concealer. I was in a rush. I didn't want to wet my beauty blenders and stuff like that. Plus I was recording this for you guys. Love you. Can't believe my son's already graduating 8th grade and now he's going to high school. Oh my god. That's another story in itself. Okay, then next I get the Shade and Light palette, and I use Lucid and Lyric combining with my E48 brush to set my under eye. Then I go in again with my concealer to balance the highlight. Put a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my nose, and the rest on my Cupid's bow, and then my chin. And I go in back with the Masterclass Oval 6 brush to blend it in, and then I get my E48 using same Lyric and Lucid from Kat Von D to set it. Then I get my M523 brush to contour my nose, contour my chin, or my cheeks, and then cut the chin area. And then I bronze the face. And I use my M527 brush for that. And then I'm using Bobbi Brown's bronzer in Deep to bronze my face. Okay, then I get my E48, and again I go in with Lucid and Lyric to clean out that contour. And then I noticed that I haven't set my foundation, so I get my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk and my E41 brush to set the rest of my face. Then I go in with King Tut Jeffree Star to highlight the high points of my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, and my Cupid's bow, and my chin. Then I go in with, again, the Tarte double-ended eyeliner with the pencil side to do my waterline. And then I go back into the Modern Renaissance Palette using my E36 brush to smoke out the bottom lower lash line. And I go in with the color Orchid. Red Orchid. And then with Primavera, with the same E36 brush, after cleaning it up, I highlight my brow bone and the inner corner. And then I go in with the Tarte Paint mascara just to put mascara on. Again, I was going to put falsies, but I didn't have any time. So I went ahead and just put the Tarte Paint mascara. And because I was in a rush, I did this first instead of setting my face first and then doing the mascara. Every time I do my mascara and then set my face, I get a little bit of the fallout on my cheeks. So now I'm getting Jeffree Star's Velour Liquid Lipstick in Unicorn Blood, my very favorite Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. Out of all of them that he's created, this one is my favorite. I have 2 backups. And then I go in with the Jaclyn Hill face palette and use Pumple Mousse for my blush. We're using an E4 brush from Morphe. And then I set my face with Max Fix Plus so I can have a dewy look. And then you're going to see that my mascara ran onto my face. I get very upset. So I try to like flake it off. And then it didn't flake off because I put the setting spray. So I go in with E48 and the same Lucid and Lyric to try to buff it out. And it kind of took it off, but it's still... There you go. This is my finished look. I'm going to go to my son's graduation. I got a good dress. See you guys in my next video. Mwah!